Hi everyone, this is Daisy Margaret.
In today's video, we are going to discuss about Class 8, Unit 18, Organization of Life. This is Part 1. In this, the topics that we are going to discuss are Introduction, Biological Organization, Cells, and Shape of Cells. First of all, let us know what is organization of life. We know it all starts with a cell. Cells come together to form tissues. Tissues form organs form organ system, and organ system forms organism. These are called as levels of organization. A living world can be organized into different levels. For example, many individual levels can be organized as follows. Cell, it is the basic unit. We know that atoms are the smallest, and cell is the basic unit of structure and function of all living things. Tissues, they are group of cells of the same kind. Organ, it is the structure composed of one or more types of tissues. The tissues of an organ work together to perform a specific function. Human organs include brain, kidney, stomach, and liver. Plant organs include roots, stems, and leaves. Organ systems, they are group of organs that work together to perform certain function. Example, organ systems in human include skeletal system, nervous system, and reproductive system, etc. So what is an organism? Organism, it is an individual living thing that may be made up of one or more organ systems. Example of level of organization. See the picture here. An individual mouse is made up of several organ systems. The system shown here is digestive system, which breaks down food into a form that cells can use. One of the organs of the digestive system is the stomach. The stomach in turn consists of different types of tissues. Each type of tissue is made up of cells of the same type. So you can see here and observe from here. First we have atoms and then molecules, and then we have cell. So cell, tissue, organ system, organism, population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. So the level of organization is from lowest to highest. So ecosystem, it is a group of living organisms that live and interact with each other in specific environment. What is biosphere? It is the area of the planet where organisms live, including ground and air. An example of biosphere in where life occurs on above and below the surface of the earth. Introduction. If you look around your surrounding, you will be able to observe numerous varieties of animals. So you can look here in the picture. So around our surrounding, we are observing many numbers and varieties of animals. There are animals like amoeba, which cannot be seen by our naked eye. There are also animals like elephants and blue whale, which are of huge size. So the animals like amoeba, it cannot be seen through our naked eye, that is bare eye, without a telescope, microscope, or any other device. Without them, we cannot see the amoeba. But there are also animals like elephants and blue whale, which are of huge size, and we can see them directly through our eyes. The variations in animal are not only seen in size but also in the complexity of the cells, tissues, and the body structure. So the variations of the animals are not only seen in their size, the variation is also seen in the complexity of cells. What is complexity? Complexity is complication, difficulty. So it is a difficulty to see them or to variate them through the cells, tissues and body structures. So the animals, they are not only seen in size but also they are differentiated by the cells, tissues and the body structure. Based on the structural organization, organisms can be classified into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So based on the structural organization, how organisms are classified, they are classified into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. What are prokaryotes? In some organisms like bacteria, cyanobacteria and mycoplasma, the true nucleus is absent. So you can see here the bacteria, cyanobacteria and mycoplasma. Here, the true nucleus is absent. These organisms are called prokaryotes. However, organisms like plants and animals have cells with a well-defined nucleus covered by membrane. These organisms are called eukaryotes. So what are eukaryotes? The organisms like plants and animals, they have cells with a well-defined nucleus covered by membrane. What is well-defined? Well-defined is it is clearly defined or described. Okay, so such organisms, plants and animals, they are called as eukaryotes. Some organisms have a single cell body and they are called as unicellular organisms. Example, yeast and amoeba. So some organisms, they will have only one cell body, so they are called as unicellular organisms. What are the examples of unicellular organisms? The examples of unicellular organisms are yeasts and amoeba. So what is a unicellular organism? It consists of only one cell. It consists of a single cell body. Organisms such as plants, animals and human beings are made of a large number of cells and they are called multicellular organisms. So what are multicellular organisms? They consist of more than one cell. It consists of two or more cells. So not more cells, two or more, many cells. Okay, large number of cells if they consist, that is called as multicellular organism. So animals, plants, human beings are examples of multicellular organisms. Biological organization. Biological organization starts with submicroscopic molecular level and passes through microscopic cellular level and the microscopic or macroscopic organism level. So what is biological organization? It starts with a submicroscopic level. What is submicroscopic level? Too small to be seen by an ordinary light microscope. What is macroscopic? Extremely large number of particles. So they are arranged in the order of rank. Okay, so it is from the submicroscopic molecular level and passes through a microscopic cellular level and finally to the microscopic or macroscopic organismic level. Finally, it ends in ecosystem and the biosphere. So what is ecosystem? Ecosystem is defined as a group of living organisms that live and interact with each other in a specific environment. Biosphere, it is the area of the planet where organisms live, including ground and air. What is the example of biosphere? As said earlier, Earth is the example for biosphere. Thus, biological organization shows the hierarchy in organization level from simple to more complex. That is, it is arranged in the order of rank. That is, it is organized into different levels of importance from the highest to the lowest. The hierarchy in biological organization reveals that atoms are the lowest unit at the submicroscopic level, while the cells are the smallest unit at the microscopic level. So, in the order of rank, the atoms are the lowest unit at the submicroscopic level, and cells are the smallest unit at the microscopic level. Atoms combine to form molecules which undergo chemical reaction to form organelles of the cells. Several organelles are contained in the cell, a group of cells which are similar and meant for a specific function constitutes a tissue. So the atoms, they combine to form a molecule, so they undergo a chemical reaction to form organelles of the cells. What are organelles? A structure or part that is enclosed within its own membrane inside a cell and has a particular function. Okay, so the organelles, they are found only in eukaryotic cells and they are absent in prokaryote cells such as bacteria. So, a group of cells which are similar, they are meant to perform a specific function that will create a tissue or that will make a tissue. A group of cells which are similar, that is called as tissue. Several tissues together contributing to some specific function inside the body constitute an organ. Many organs acting together to perform a specific life process constitute an organ system. So the several tissues together, they only contribute to do some specific function inside the body and they constitute an organ, make up an organ. So many organs acting together to perform a specific life process constitute an organ system. That is, several organ systems together constitute the organism. We see that several systems are present in an organism and they are required to perform diverse life process in a multicellular organism. So what is diverse? It is very different or various. So we see that if several systems are present in an organism and they are required to perform different life processes in a multicellular organisms. Different life processes in human beings include nutrition, respiration, digestion, excretion, reproduction, metabolism and transportation, etc. These processes are very important to carry out regular life activities. So, the basic important activities performed by an organism to withstand life. These help an organism in maintaining and survival. So, what is organ? Organ, it work together and it constitutes a organism. So the organs, they work together and they form organ systems, and organ systems together they make up the organism. From lower organism to higher organism, life has passed through simple to complex structural hierarchical level. The pictorial representation of biological organization is shown in the figure. So you can see here the different levels of organization. The cell, they form the tissues, and the group of cells, they are tissues. The tissues work together and they form an organ, and the organ, they form the organ system, and the organ system, they perform and they do several activities and they come together and they are creating an organism. So these are the different levels of organization. The next topic that we are about to discuss is about cells. So we know that cells are the basic and functional unit of life. Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Cells are often called as building blocks of life. The study of cells is called cell biology. Cells consist of cytoplasm enclosed within a membrane which contains many biomolecules such as proteins and nucleic acids. What is a cell? It is the structural and functional unit of life. So each and every organisms, everything is made up of cells. Okay, all the things are made up of cells. Cells are the building blocks of life. So the study of cells is called as cell biology. So cells consist of cytoplasm enclosed within a membrane. So these things, they will be containing biomolecules such as proteins and nucleic acids. Cells vary widely in shape and size. There is a central spherical nucleus and a variety of cytoplasmic living cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, centrioles, ribosomes, lysosomes, etc. present in an animal cell. Each cell organelle performs a specific function. The size of cells varies in different animals and they are measured in units of micron. The symbol is μm, it is micrometer. Okay, it is also called as micrometer. 1 micron is equal to 1 by 10 lakh meter. That is, it is 10 to the power minus 6. The average cell size varies from 0.5 to 20 μm in diameter. The size of the cells varies in different animals. The average cell size varies from 0.5 to 20 micrometer in diameter. So the cells of bacteria are smallest in size, that is, it is from 1 to 2 micrometer. In human body, the smallest cell is red blood cells. The red blood cells, it is 7 micrometer in diameter, and the longest one is the nerve cell. The longest one is the nerve cell. It reaches the length about 90 to 100 centimeter. Human egg is 100 micrometer in size. Among multicellular animals, the largest cell is egg of an ostrich. Mycoplasma with a diameter of 0.0001 millimeter is the smallest bacterium. So among multicellular animals, which is the largest cell is the egg of an ostrich with 170 millimeter width. We can see this with the naked eye. In human body, the nerve cells are believed to be the longest cells. You can see here in the picture the ranges of cell size from small to large is given. The smallest one is virus, then it is the bacterium cell, then we have the plant cell, human egg, then frog egg, then we have the hen's egg, and finally the largest one, it is ostrich egg. Do you know, our body is developed from a single cell called zygote. The zygote undergoes continuous mitotic division and forms the photos consisting multitude of cells of different shape, size and content. Photal cells gradually attain change in structure and function. This process is known as cell differentiation. So our body, it is developed from the single cell called zygote. So this zygote undergoes continuous mitotic division, that is cell division, and it forms a photos consisting multitude of cells of different shape, size and content. These photal cells, they gradually attain change in structure and function. This process is only called as cell differentiation. Shapes. We are going to discuss about the shape of the cells. Cells are of different shapes. For example, some of the shapes are given in the below pictures. You can observe them. Shape of cells. Cells are of different shapes. Normally, they are correlated with their functions. What is correlated? They are depending on each other, one another. Some cells are oval or round, while certain others are elongated. Elongated is, that is, longer. And some are branched like the nerve cell or neuron. Some of our white blood cells are amoeba like with irregular boundaries. The white blood cells, they are like amoeba with irregular boundaries. So you can see here we have cells with different shapes. We have red blood cells, it is round in shape. An ovum cell, you can see it is an oval shape. And you can see here the nerve cell, it is branched and it is very long. And you can see here the bone cell, smooth muscle cells and sperm cell. Activity. Boil a hen's egg and remove the shell. What do you observe? A white material surrounds the yellow part. The white material is albumin, which solidifies on boiling. You can see here. So this is the white part and this is the center part. The white part, the white material is called as albumin, so which solidifies and which becomes hard when boiled. The yellow part is yolk, so it is a part of single cell. So you can observe the single cell without any magnifying devices. So you can see here we have the structure of a single cell, hen's egg. So we have the white shell, the inside layer of the white shell is called cell membrane, and this is the cell nucleus, and the white layer, that is the layer within the egg's yolk before boiling, that is called as cell's cytoplasm. And we have the internal side of the shell, and the yellow part is yolk, and this white transparent part, that is called as albumin. So we studied about the cells and different shapes of cells and sizes of cells. Now let us discuss about the cell components and their functions. First one, cell wall. The main function is it surrounds and protects the cell, make the cell stiff and strong. The special name is supporter and protector. Cell membrane, it holds and protects the cell, controls the movement of materials in and out of the cell. So it is called as gate of the cell. Cell membrane, special name is gate of the cell. Cytoplasm, a watery gel-like material in which cell parts move. It is called as area of movement. Then mitochondria, it produces and supply most of the energy for the cell. It is called as powerhouse of the cell. Chloroplast, it contains green pigment chlorophyll and it captures energy of sunlight and use it to produce food for the cell by photosynthesis. The special name for chloroplast is food producers for the cell. That is, it is mainly present in the plant cell. Then we have vacuoles. It store food, water and chemicals. It is called as storage tanks. Seventh one is nucleus. It acts as the brain of the cell. It regulates and controls all the cell activities. The special name for nucleus is control center. And finally, it is nucleus membrane. Surrounds and protects the nucleus, control the movement of the materials in and out of the nucleus. So it is called the gate of nucleus. Summary of the video, we discussed about introduction, we learnt about different levels of organization, and we discussed about biological organization, we learnt about cells, and we studied about different ranges of cells from smaller to large, and finally we discussed about the shape of cells. We discussed about the different shapes of cells. So this is to be continued.
If you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.